Their new album, Turbo, went gold in just a few weeks, but the group is still trying to reach a wider audience outside the hardcore heavy metal bands.
But we knew there were always people on the outer fringes, you know, looking in and saying, well, I like Priest, but maybe, you know, I'm not sure about this or I'm not sure about that. And I think to reach out and bring those people in, we had to not exactly sort of completely cater for their taste, but we adapted somewhat, you know.
The band is using an innovative way to get their message to a broad audience. They've made 3 humorous TV ads.
I think out of the 3, the big hit was the spoof on the American Express stand-up, you know, where you've got yours truly in a 3-piece suit looking like I've just walked off Wall Street. Do you know me, lead singer of Judas Priest, idol of millions? Wherever I go, in case folks don't know me, I always make sure I carry my turbo.
As the band tries this new marketing approach, their on-stage act will change as well.
On this particular upcoming tour, we've not exactly toned down the image, but we're coming across with a little bit more of a suitable image, you know. I was getting to feel personally a little bit animated with some of the costumes that I was wearing. I felt as I was becoming a little bit of a parody of myself.
Regarding lyric content and proposed guidelines, singer Rob Halford has strong convictions.
Agree that certain guidelines are important. I don't really feel that we as a band have done anything that could be misconstrued as harmful or damaging. God forbid we should ever want to do that. That would end our career overnight.
Lyrics aside, Judas Priest continues to be one of the hottest acts in the country.
Judas Priest have just released their 10th album, Turbo, and it's taken them a decade to wax that many albums. And the Priest are celebrating by trying to make '86 their biggest year yet. In May, they're going to kick off a world tour, and last week in LA, they shot 2 new videos.
This is the look for the new Priest video, Locked In. Basically, I've been captured by these crazed, insane, metal maniac women, and they're doing all these wonderful things to me on the pendulum. It's like anybody ever see that horror movie, The Pit and the Pendulum? This is The Pit and the Pendulum revisited, Priest style.
After completing Locked In, Rob and the rest of the band swing out with director Wayne Isham to the California desert to shoot yet another video, Turbo Lover.
We're tying in Turbo Lover as well, so we're going to have sort of a continuity flowing through the 2.
After 10 years and 10 albums, Judas Priest are still going strong. So what is their secret?
We simply love what we do. We have an absolutely incredible time. That's basically the main ingredient, is having a good time and wanting to get out there and perform live, make good albums, and the ability to write good heavy metal songs is still within the band. All of those ingredients together have kept Judas Priest where we are today.
It's a long way from the sweaty pubs of Birmingham to the sweaty stage of Madison Square Garden. For Judas Priest, it's a climb that started way back in 1969. 10 hit albums later, the Turbo Lovers are bigger and badder than ever.
The great thing about this band is that we consistently enjoy a continuing success and a growth. There's still the excitement and the energy and the enthusiasm still is being put out by this band all these years later. I think that every artist in show business, for as long as it has existed, has had to have some sort of image. It's an important fact. You can't deny it. You know, you do have to have that.
Running over to me, Rob Halford from Judas Priest, for what promises to be the loudest and heaviest guest VJ show ever. I'll be playing any 10 videos I feel like playing, and if I'm in the mood, maybe I'll destroy a good portion of this studio. All this and more, Tuesday night at 10, 9 Central on MTV's Gonzo Summer. The man, Rob Halford of Judas Priest. The mission, guest VJ on MTV. Made it from the west coast to the east in one piece. Hi, I'm Rob Halford from Judas Priest, and you're watching the MTV Guest VJ Hour. I'm gearing up to play my 10 favorite videos tonight, including some from my metal mates, Ozzy Osbourne, Scorpions, and of course, Judas Priest. We're also going to be showing you some turbo video from the Priest. Oh, we've got so much going on, it's going to be unbelievable, untrue. You've got to stay tuned, don't change that channel. We're going to start off with a whole collection of my Metal Maniac friends. Here's Hear and Aid with Stars. All right, that was Stars by Hear and Aid. What a great time we had doing that. Can you imagine all these metal people, all these metal musicians together for the first time, would you believe? You know, usually we're in this, like Priest is in the studio, or Motley Crue's on the road, or Wasp is in the studio, whatever. But here for the first time, a whole collection of molten metal maniacs in one studio together in the heart of Hollywood, going crazy. What a great time. You know that this charity thing for Hear and Aid is still going. We still need some dollars, so put it out. I'm Rob Halford, your guest VJ, and I'll be back with more videos right after this. All right, I've really got some great music for you this hour. Last time I was a guest VJ on MTV, I had a great time, and I'm going to try and top that tonight. You know me, always go for the top. Now, with the songs that I've got lined up, that shouldn't be too hard. Here's some tour dates for the Priest, the Mighty Priest, on tour all around. Some of you may have already seen us, some of you may not. If you haven't, watch out for us. We're coming to your town. By the way, look out for a little person that appears during the show called Tina Turbo. All right? We're coming to you from New York City, and while we're talking of New York, here's a band that hails from New York. This is Kiss, and Tears Are Falling. Roll a tape. A surprisingly gentle tune from three southern rough boys. Don't let that fool you. If you saw ZZ Top on the American tour, you know they can kick out. They do an incredible job on stage. Right, we're going to rev up the pace again right after this. It's me again, Rob Halford, your leader to what is, in my opinion, the best rock music available today. Next up is a clip from a band from Germany, our good friends, the Scorpions. I don't know what the Scorpions are doing right now. It's very quiet in the Scorpions camp. Maybe they're working on a new project. I'll have to try and find out, maybe let you know before the show's over. Let's take a look at No One Like You from the Scorpions. That's AC/DC. How you doing, Angus? Hi, Brian. Who made who? That was Heart with What About Love. And while all that was going on, I took a little ride to my hotel during those videos to pick up this. Ta-da! This is the infamous Biomechadroid that you probably saw in Locked In, and also Turbo Lover. What they do with this is what's called stop frame animation, you know, and you sort of move it and you take a picture, click, you move it and you take a picture. It's good, isn't it? Reminds me of one of my old school principals. I'm Rob Halford, and I've got more music for you still right after this. The MTV Guest VJ Hour with me, Rob Halford from Judas Priest. Now here's a clip from a very good friend of mine, Ozzy Osbourne. Me and the infamous Ozzy were together recently when he played my home city, Phoenix, Arizona. I won't tell you some of the things that went on backstage. You can imagine. Imagine Ozzy and Turbo Halford together. It was fun. This is Shot in the Dark. That was the mad gonzo himself, Ted Nugent, with Little Miss Dangerous. Ted, of course, has been kicking out some good primo heavy metal with Aerosmith. After this, we'll see a clip from some West Coast headbangers whom I've gotten to know pretty well lately. Docken's been opening for Judas Priest on this tour, and here they are with their latest video, In My Dreams, right after this. Don't go away. Colleagues, and I think it's time to show some of my own stuff. The infamous Priest and Turbo Lover. As usual, we had a great time making this video, like we always do with Priest videos. So many things go on you wouldn't believe, behind the scenes, as they say. If you bump into me in the street someday, ask me. I'll tell you loads of stories. But as usual, Judas Priest needs no fancy introduction. This video speaks loudly and clearly for itself. Here's Turbo Lover. Those are my 10 favorite videos these days. I've got to get back on the road now. Judas Priest is still coming for you, America. Take it easy.